Okay, so welcome back to the pool series. Here we got a non-ball tournament going on. As you can see the information on the screen right now. We're having the tournament at Smokin Cue here today, here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're sponsored by Paul Harrison Custom Cues. We're also sponsored by Erus Productions Laser Engraving and also RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. We have a wonderful match about to come up here. It's going to be BJ Ussery versus Jesus Atencio, the Golden Boy. Should be a great match here on the third round of the winner's side. So race to 7, BJ versus Jesus. As you can see, it looks like BJ won the coin flip or the lag. I'm not sure what exactly they decided to do. I think they flipped a coin. Alternating break, so we don't have to worry about anybody breaking and running a set here. Although I do expect to see a lot of break and runs. I do expect these guys to each have a few break and runs. These are probably two of the top 5 players in this tournament. Definitely, probably also the two of the top 5 guys in the state of North Carolina. They both come to Smokin Cue a lot. BJ's at Smokin Cue almost every week for the weekly Wednesday night tournament. Jesus comes up a lot for that as well. These two guys have also played each other a lot. This is a big match here in this tournament. One of them is going to head to the loser side a little earlier than expected. And the winner continues on the winner's side. Like I said, this is round 3, so this is the final 16 on the winner's side. So the winner will be in the final 8, which puts them in the money as we are paying the top 12 spots in this tournament. You can see our sponsors up in the right-hand corner. You can also see the Smokin Cue logo there. It is rack your own. The nod does not count on the break. As we've had some good matches here on the string table so far. We had one go hill. We also had one that was 7-1, and then we had another one that was kind of in the middle. So we're going to kind of see what happens here. I do expect, like I said, I expect a good match. I think we're all expecting a good match. You can kind of see a bunch of people kind of watching the table here on this one. I think everybody's kind of expecting a good match. You can see BJ wearing his clubhouse shirt. I think maybe they sponsor him. Maybe, I don't know. It is a nice shirt though. I'll tell you that. It has his name on the back too. All right, so first break. All right, so BJ is going to make 2 balls. Makes 2 balls, a decent spread. I think he should be pretty happy with that break. I don't think it was ideal, but it definitely could have been a lot worse. Cue ball's a little close to the rail. I think that's probably the only thing that he would probably change about the that break right there. Let's kind of see what happens here. Chalking up his cue. I mean, he can make the 2 ball. I mean, he could just go ahead and start off with a break and run right here. Well, I guess maybe he doesn't like it. He kind of stood back up. He's definitely taking his time here. Maybe he's waiting on somebody. Could have been. He was kind of looking around. Maybe he was waiting on somebody. I'm not exactly sure. All right, so he's got the 2 ball in the corner here. Should just be able to come straight across for the 3. That's exactly what he did. Kind of rattled the 2 ball a little bit, but it still fell. Looks like he got great shape on the 3. Very good shot. Great way to start off. And from here it's not looking too bad. He's definitely taking his time here, looking at every ball. He definitely wants to make sure he gets perfect. When you're playing a guy like Jesus, you can't really afford to make too many mistakes. He does get that ball down there to the bottom rail. Gonna have a pretty decent shot here on the 5 ball. 6 ball is kind of center table. I mean, he's got the perfect angle to come up on the 6. I'm going to go ahead and say that he's probably going to go ahead and finish out this break and run here. Yeah, he played the 5, came out to the center of the table for the 6. Probably leave a little bit of the 7, a little bit of an angle for the 7, and probably play the 7 and the 8 in the same pocket would be what I would guess is going to happen here. Nah, it looks like he just wants to be straight in. I guess he's fine playing the 8 ball in the other corner. Make sure the cue ball doesn't end up on the rail though. Yeah, it's not even gonna be close to the rail, and he left a little bit of an angle to get down on the 9. All right, good shot. He's gonna play 2 rail shape there. Looks like he's almost straight down on 9. Looks like he's gonna start off this match with a break and run. That's definitely the way you want to start, especially when you're playing somebody such as Jesus. Very nice break and run, BJ. Great way to go ahead and start the match. He's up 1-0. Remember, it is a race to 7. So now it'll be Jesus' turn, because like we said, alternating break. If it was winner break, BJ could very easily just go ahead and do that again and be off to the races. But I kind of like the alternating break format. I think it kind of just makes it a little more interesting, makes the match a little tighter. Not that it wouldn't be cool to see somebody break and run 4 or 5 in a row, but at the same time, we want, I'd kind of like to see him go back and forth. Like, I kind of hope, part of me kind of hopes that Jesus just break and runs this one and we get 1-1 with 2 break and runs to start the match. He's definitely being very careful with the rack also, same way BJ was. All right, so he's going to break from the left side. Let's see what happens here. Make sure his cue is nice and chalked up. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. See what happens on his first break. Looks like he made 2 balls as well. Also looks like he's going to have a shot on the 2 ball. He also made the 1 in the side. They made the exact same 2 balls. He has a shot on the 2. The 6 and the 8 are kind of messed up. Maybe even the 3 ball also. I can't tell if the 3 ball really goes past the 8 ball up there. I can't really tell. So he definitely didn't get it as good of a layout as BJ had. I mean, really, BJ had a pretty great layout. His really hardest shot really was just the first ball, possibly. All right, so Jesus making sure he looks at it, walking around the table, getting all angles here. Let's see what he decides to do here. I can't tell if the 3 goes past or not. If it does go past, then really he does have a pretty decent spread. Well, he missed the 2 ball. He was trying to come up. Yeah, I don't think the 3 goes past. See, yeah, he was trying to come up for that 3 all the way down, which, I mean, he got perfect shape on it. Just missed the ball, missed the 2 ball. Now BJ's kind of looking. I feel like this is tough shape here to get from the 2 to the 3 if he's wanting. I mean, if he was looking over there maybe to play the 3 in the side or maybe bank the 3 to get the cue ball there. It seems like that's kind of a tough position play. See right there, I think this seems tough to get the cue ball where he's wanting. From where he's at to where he wants to get. Let's see what happens though. Could just play safe here maybe. Alright, so I guess I really don't know much because he got exactly where he was wanting. Maybe not quite as high, but that's a pretty good shot. He hit that ball very smooth. Came 3 rails for that position. Now let's see. I'm guessing he's going to play safe here. Just put the cue ball down table below the 4 and the 9 and the 7 would be what I'm guessing is about to happen here. No, he just banked the 3 ball in. Okay, so he's playing very aggressive right now. I think he's feeling good. I mean, I assume just play the 4 ball, 2 rail shape on the 5, play the 6-8 combo. Let's kind of see what happens here. I think he's just waiting. There's a little glare from the door over there on the right. You can kind of see it from time to time. I think that's what he was waiting on there. Yeah, see, yeah, yeah. At this point in the day, the glare kind of gets in a little bit when the door opens. It's the one downside. It's definitely bothering him. You can tell. Alright, so he did make it. Did play two rail shape for the 5. I think he got almost perfect. I think that's pretty much exactly where he was wanting to be. See, he should just be able to play this with top English. Be interested to see how straight he wants to get on the 6-8 combo. See, some people like to get really straight on it. Some people like to leave an angle. So he actually wanted to get almost straight in. Almost hit the 6 ball. Almost. I think now he's got to grab an extension there. Got to reach for this one a little bit. So he likes to play this combo almost straight in. Like I said, some people like to play it with a little bit more of an angle, leave the cue ball a little more center table. But obviously he likes to play it pretty much straight in. There's no right or wrong way, and I'm definitely not going to second guess what he's doing. Alright, so he just hits it nice and solid. That's a really good shot. Probably, no, I figured he would just leave the extension on here. Because it seems like he's going to have to reach for this ball as well. No, he's just going to play this one left-handed. I always tell people they got to learn how to play some shots left-handed. Because I do feel like playing this left-handed is the correct way to go. Yeah, he hit a good enough, well, I think he's going to play the 7-9 combo now. No, I think the 7 does go past. 7 ball does go past, yeah. But yeah, that was a very great shot left-handed on the 6 ball. That's why it is important to shoot a little bit with your opposite hand. So BJ does take a 2-0 lead now, and it'll be his break. Be a good time for us to thank our sponsors again here while he racks. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. We appreciate you guys. And remember, this tournament here is taking place at Smokin Cue. Great place. Alright, so BJ off to a quick 2-0 lead here, really. I mean, Jesus only shot one time. He missed the 2 ball, so BJ's up 2-0 his break. He broke and ran on the first rack of this match. Let's see what he does this time. I mean, you got to think if he gets a break and run here, all of a sudden there's a lot of pressure on Jesus for the rest of this match. All right, so BJ job broke that time. The 1 ball hit the nipple on the side pocket, didn't go, and the 4 ball kind of just spun out of the corner pocket. So the 2 balls they made last time both kind of just rattled out this time. So draw break. Jesus does have a shot on the 1 ball. He's got to wait. He's got to wait on Corbin Coe there on the table to the left. Corbin also a very good player. Always good to see him play. So we did have 51 players in this tournament. So it was a good field today. A lot of good players, as you've already seen, such as Josh Newman, Hunter White, Mike Davis, Adam Penley. A lot of good players here today. Definitely going to be a good tournament to start coming to, as we're going to be trying to do one a month. All right, so Jesus does make the 1 ball. That is the first ball he's made, and he does scratch. Just a bad roll right there, really. I think he knew right away he didn't have the speed that he wanted, but for it to kind of hit the 5 ball and kind of fall in, that's just a bad roll right there if you're Jesus. So now BJ, who's played very well here these first two racks, has ball in hand with a pretty solid layout. Would not surprise me if he gets out from here. Really, probably make this two ball. I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. He's gonna go with this angle on the two, and basically make the three in the same pocket would be my guess. He's kind of thinking about it though. Maybe he liked what he had at first, which is kind of slide over. Yeah, put an angle on the two and just kind of slide the two ball or slide the cue ball over and play the three in the same pocket. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. I'm not sure if he got the exact. I think he was wanting to be more straight in. I think he kind of came up the table a little more than he was wanting, but definitely still should be fine. I'm not sure what he's looking at here. Maybe he's thinking about drawing the cue ball over and playing the four in the same pocket. That's not a bad shot. I guess that way you avoid hitting the nine and possibly getting a bad roll. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. That's a really good shot right there. That's a shot that I think you gotta, basically tell yourself to do because it's so much easier just to probably play that three with top English and bump into the nine. All right, so then he's just gonna play the five ball straight up. Six does go past the nine. The eight ball's hanging in the side pocket. I mean, I guess you just kind of stop the cue ball here. Looks like it could be a pretty simple out really from here. Yep. Let's see how he kind of plays the six ball. Maybe just come up, play the seven up here. Yeah, see, that's exactly what he's looking at. Playing it in the left corner up here. As he's playing pretty solid here so far in this match. I think he got pretty much straight in just like he was wanting. Yep. Then just probably a little bit of top here on this cue ball. Slide it down just like that. Pretty much get straight in. This looks like he's got to wait on Corbin for a second. There we go. It is called a nine, so you kind of see him point. I think both players have enough respect for each other, know what they're doing. All right, so 3-0 BJ. And really, it's kind of been a one-sided match so far, but Jesus about to break. Let's see what he can do. Had a decent break last time. I mean, made two balls, just didn't really get the layout that he was wanting and missed the two. So we'll kind of see what he does from here. He really needs to win this game. You cannot really afford to go down 4-0 alternating break format to somebody such as BJ Ussery. Because BJ is really not going to make too many mistakes, if any. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all if, BJ makes zero mistakes in this entire match. Okay, so here comes his break. All right. He did make a ball. Decent layout. Has a shot on the one. Should be able to come over for the two down there in the corner. Much better layout than he had last time. Much better first shot than he had last time. A player his caliber would not surprise me if he gets out from here. See how straight he gets on this two ball. He pretty much gets dead straight. I think he was wanting a tiny bit of an angle. I would assume he's going to draw this ball back and play the three in the same pocket. That way he can then kind of have an angle on the three ball to come out to the center of the table for the four. Would kind of be what I am guessing. Yeah, see, just like that. Now he's looking to see how far he needs to draw the cue ball over. See, I would try to hit it hard enough to basically hit the right side of the rail and come back out. But he's probably smart enough to just barely. Yeah, see. Actually, I guess he didn't even need to draw it all the way over. He had, a little bit. He was a little bit straighter than I thought he was. I don't know if he likes that. I think he feels like the 5 ball might be in his way a little bit. I don't think it is, though. All right, so he's going to play the 5 in the side. Basically a stop shot. That was a pretty smart way to play that ball. I liked how he played that 4. All right, so he just kind of drew the cue ball back. I don't think he drew that ball back as far as he was wanting. I think he was wanting a little bit more of a draw there on that 7 ball. I feel like he kind of rushed it a little bit. Now he's kind of got a super tough shot here on the 8 ball. Gonna try to play the 8 in the side, though. All right, great shot. Pretty decent speed. Gonna leave himself a cut on the 9. Not the easiest shot in the world, but definitely still a pretty solid shot on that 8 ball, though. I mean, you can't really hit it too much harder than that, I feel like. You definitely don't want to hit it softer, so. Let's see if he can cut this ball in. Oh, no, I think he's going to kind of hang it up. Wow, I thought he hit it pretty good. Just kind of jarred the pocket. He is going to make BJ shoot it. I kind of like that personally. I like making people shoot everything. I think it's just it's just kind of the rules, make the 9 ball. So BJ takes a 4-0 lead now, and it'll be his break. As we're going to thank our sponsors once more. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. All right, so let's see what happens here on BJ's break. He broke and ran the first one. The second one he dry broke, and then Jesus scratched on the 1, and then BJ got out. Actually, really, none of these games have been more than like 1 inning. Like, neither player has got to the table twice in 1 rack yet. Well, I guess technically BJ did on his last one because he broke and then got back, but you know what I mean. Neither player's really made him. I mean, I don't know. Jesus, I guess maybe has made a couple of mistakes, but man, it's he hasn't really had too many chances either. All right, so BJ does get a ball this time. It was not the wing ball or the 1 ball, as the 1 ball once again hit the point of the side pocket, and the wing ball kind of rattled in the corner down there. But he did make a ball, and it does look like he has a shot here on the 1 ball. Definitely probably the worst spread that he's had. Not even really a bad spread, just kind of just this first shot here, just with the cue ball way up table. It's the furthest he got the cue ball up the table. As the first time it was, about just above the side pocket, and then the second time it was below the side pocket. Okay, I guess, he didn't like it. Something spooked him there. He stood back up. I think he's just trying to make the 1 ball and just kind of draw the cue ball back a little bit, maybe stun it off the side rail. I feel like maybe is what he's trying to do, and then play the 2 ball past the 9 on the left side. Yeah, just like that. Pretty solid shot right there. Let's kind of see. I'm guessing maybe just draw this 2 ball back maybe and play the 3 in the side pocket maybe, or can he go top on this ball? Oh no, he power draws it. Bumped the 3 ball. Definitely not what he was trying to do. He looked like he was trying to come back around the 3 and play it in the other corner. I figured he would just play that soft and pretty much do the same thing and play the 3 ball in the left side. Either way, kind of maybe got a fortunate roll there that he bumped the 3 and has a shot with pretty natural shape on the 4 ball, really, I think. Yeah, he had it kind of firm to go 2 rails. Pretty much has it straight in the side pocket. That was a very good shot right there. it's smart to hit that ball hard. For all you people that are watching, you kind of learn to hit that ball pretty firm. All right, so then you should, really they're kind of spread out pretty easily from here again. Same, different rack, same story though. I'm kind of surprised he came up so short on that ball. I feel like you'd want it a little more straight in, but I guess he likes it. Probably bring the cue ball below maybe between the 9 and the 8. Is definitely what he's going to try to do. Or definitely planning on doing is what I should say, I guess. Yeah, just like that. And then basically just roll forward a little bit. Make sure the cue ball is off the rail. That way you're not shooting from the rail. Just like that. And then pretty much straight in on the 9 ball. Slight angle. He's taking his time, making sure he's lined up right. And just like that, BJ's up 5-0. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I don't think I would have guessed that either one of these guys would be up 5-0. But BJ is up 5-0 now. It'll be Jesus' break again, alternating break. Definitely kind of a surprise match so far. But even though I would say BJ has a huge advantage from here, it's not over yet though. Jesus plays. Jesus is a great player, so this match is definitely not over. Alternating break, so he's going to have at least a couple of chances. So yeah, he needs to lay down a win here though, probably, because you don't want to go down 6-0. You don't want to be on a position where you basically only have one game to give away. So let's see if Jesus can get something going here. All right, well, he didn't really get anything going because he didn't make a ball, and kind of a mess over there a little bit. BJ does have a shot on the 1 ball. Getting on the 2 ball seems kind of tough though. I think maybe you just kind of make the 1 and bring the cue ball down and play safe on the 2 maybe if you can. Or maybe just go ahead and play safe on the 1. Maybe you don't even have to make the 1 ball from here. Maybe you can just go ahead and play safe right now. Wouldn't be such a bad idea. It seems like maybe he could put the cue ball between the 2 and the 8 right now maybe. This could be the first rack where we've actually had some defense going on. How about BJ just makes the 1 ball and tries to bust out the 2 and the 8? I don't know why I didn't think about that. Didn't really get a shot off of it though. Maybe a bank shot if he wants to go for it, or maybe just play safe now. He's been playing pretty aggressive, so it won't surprise me if he does try to bank it. Plus he's up 5-0. You got to really like your chances, from here. Even if you do go for this ball and miss and give away the game. Nah, it looks like he's going to play safe. Yeah, pretty solid safe there. Just put the 2 ball behind the stack and put the cue ball on the other end of the table. So our first defensive shot of the game. And Jesus, who really just hasn't really done much in this match, has to kind of come up with a good kick shot here. If he can get safe out of it, that'd be great. He's very good at kicking, so it would not surprise me if he does find a way to get safe off of this. Alright, so let's kind of see what he does here. Well, yeah, I think he was trying to 2-rail it, maybe. Kind of got unfortunate that it hit the 1 or the side pocket. Alright, so BJ with ball in hand. Let's kind of see what happens here. See if he likes to play safe, maybe trying to lead to a 3 foul. Or let's see if he maybe tries to run out. The balls are still kind of jumbled together over there. So it wouldn't surprise me if he plays safe. And plus, from the looks of it here, it looks like he's going to attempt a safe. Maybe put the cue ball right there between the And the 7 and the 8, maybe draw the cue ball back behind the 6. I'm guessing he wants the cue ball between the 7 and the 8 from here. Well, maybe he's changing his mind because now he's kind of picking the cue ball back up. Let's see what he decides to do here. Yeah, he's still going to elect to play safe. I guess he doesn't like trying to get out from here. This is definitely a smart play. Just got to make sure you lock down this safe, though. All right, so I think he's going to hit it a little too hard. He did lock the cue ball up with the 6, so Jesus has to kick off the this right side over here. But I don't think he was wanting the 2 ball that low. I think he was wanting the 2 ball more up near where the 4 ball is. So Jesus can probably go 2 rails on this. It's exactly what he does, and he does hit it, and it looks like he's going to get safe back. Not a bad shot there, not a bad kick shot. Like I said, he is very good at kicking the ball. Now it's BJ's turn to kick at it. BJ's probably going to look to kick and get safe. Come 1 rail off that rail up there where he's at, and basically try to get the cue ball to stay behind the 6 and the 8 and the 7, and get the 2 ball up here on this bottom rail. Would be what I think he's hoping to do. He's definitely going to look at it. BJ's also great at kicking the ball. I mean, both these guys are just great at everything, really. There's not too many flaws in either one of their games. I mean, really, honestly, you can name 2 flaws that either one of them have, I'd be shocked. All right, so let's see what he does here. Let's see if he gets it. Nah, he hit the 2 ball. He hit the 2 ball on the wrong side of what he was wanting. And I think he left Jesus a shot. So let's see if Jesus can kind of go on a run here. Let's see if Jesus can put something together. Remember, it was his break. Very important that he wins this rack, obviously, for many reasons. Number 1 being you don't want to be down 6-0. Really, you don't want to be down 6-0 to anybody. Alright, so should just be able to bring this. Probably want the cue ball back, probably almost where it is now for the 4. He decides he's going to go look at it to make sure he gets it right. Didn't want to just get down and shoot. Very smart. Very well-conditioned player. Well trained. Yeah, see, cue ball's going to go about right where it was before. I don't think he was wanting it exactly right there, though. I think he was wanting it a little bit more to the right. At least that looks like where he was. That looked like where he was, lining up. All right, so he just draws that ball straight back for the 5. Ends up getting straight in, I believe. You can kind of see him kind of shake his head. I think he's just kind of laughing at this point about how this match has gone. Definitely has not gone his way. He's looking at it. He might have a slight angle. See if he goes forward with it. Yeah, he did have a slight angle. Very nice shot. Very solid. I think he's going to look to kind of draw this cue ball over, kind of hit the 8 ball, maybe hit the 8 and the 7. Well, he kind of, no, I guess he wasn't wanting to hit him because, he's got a shot on the 7. It just looked like he was lining up to kind of hit it. Drew that one back with some power for the 8 ball in the side pocket as well. Kind of just got down and shot. He shoots at a very quick rhythm, really. Another stop shot straight in on the 9-ball. Looks like Jesus is finally going to get on the board. Yep. All right. 5-1 now. We have ourselves a match, I guess. It'll be BJ's break again. Don't forget about our sponsors up there in the right-hand corner, kind of rotating the logos. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. BJ with a 5-1 lead here, about to break again. He's had very good success with his break so far. A break and run here definitely just kind of should almost deflate Jesus. I mean, if you're BJ and you break and run here, that's kind of like if you're a boxer and you knock the guy down in like the 9th round. Like, is he going to get back up? And if he does, how much does he have left? He's being very careful with the rack. The first rack he made the wing ball and the 1-ball. The other 2 times since then, he has not made either one. Of course, last rack he did get lucky and make another ball and got out. So we'll kind of see what he does this time. He took a little bit more time racking the balls this time, so I expect him to make either the wing or the 1 or both. Let's look and see what happens. All right, so he does make the wing ball. The 1-ball did not go, as once again it kind of hit the point of the side pocket. And I think he got blocked from seeing the 1, as the 2 and the 5 kind of got in the way. Well, the 2-ball definitely got in the way. The 5 kind of messed it up too. You got to think if he had a shot there, he was definitely out. So now he'll probably be pushing, as I don't see him trying to jump this ball. Although the push could be just pushing to a jump shot. Although Jesus, in my opinion, is one of the best jumpers possibly in the world. So instead he'll probably push. I just don't really know. No, now he is looking at the jump. He is going to try to jump it, I guess, because there really is nowhere to push. I don't really see a push there that kind of, leads Jesus to giving it back. You know what I mean? Like, no matter where he pushes there, I think either Jesus makes the ball or plays a very good safe. So BJ's going to try this jump shot. Didn't quite get it. Might have got a lucky leave there. I mean, he didn't leave a hanger, that's for sure. Didn't quite make it, though. Definitely good effort, and I think it was the right shot, too. I don't think that he's going to second-guess that. All right, so Jesus tries to play safe. I don't think he quite got it. I think BJ might be able to see it. Jesus didn't really look at that ball very long. He just kind of got down and shot. I thought he would look at that a little bit more, especially knowing that he needed to lay down a very solid safe. All right, so BJ stood back up there. I guess he's probably looking at the safe, maybe. I don't know why else you would stand back up, because if he felt like he could make it, I think he would have just shot it from where he was. No, I guess maybe he just decided on a different shot on the 2-ball, maybe? I'm not sure exactly what he's thinking. He keeps kind of standing up and moving around. Okay. I think he was hoping to hit the 8-ball a little more full and play the 2 in the side. I think that's what he ended up looking at there. Instead, it kind of hit the edge of the 8-ball and rolled down a little bit. Still should be able to make this in the corner, though, and then play the 3 in the left side would be my guess. Maybe try to bring the cue ball around between the 6 and the 9. Not between, but, around the 6 and the 9. Would kind of be what I would guess he's doing. I mean, not the easiest shot, though. Definitely a missable shot, although I don't think he's missed a ball yet this match, other than that jump shot that we just saw. And I don't even really count that as a miss. Okay, so that's exactly what he did. He came around the 6 and the 9. Pretty good speed. Great shot. BJ is definitely playing good right now. BJ always plays good when he comes to Smokin Cue, I feel like. Well, he always plays good everywhere, but I'm saying, like, I never really see him struggle in, like, a big match at Smokin Cue. Alright, so he's going to draw the cue ball over and play the 5 in the same side. I don't think he got quite the angle he was wanting, but still should just be able to... I would say he draws this cue ball, maybe just off this rail down here where we're at. Would be what I'm guessing that he does to play shape on the 6. He's walking around looking at everything. He looks at everything. He knows exactly what's going on with every ball and exactly the angle that he needs for every ball. Now, I think he's just going to go forward, actually. Yeah, just kind of slow roll it. It just barely got there. It just barely got there. I thought he was going to hang up at first. That would have been something. Alright, so should just be able to kind of draw this cue ball back a tiny bit here for shape on the 7. Just like that. I mean, he is playing pretty good. Alright, let's see what he does here on the 7. Let's see if he kind of plays it off the rail or not. Yeah, he did play it off the rail like super hard. Alright, so is he going to go, what's he going to do here on the 8 ball? Come 2 rails? He's going to grab the extension again. He's got to reach for this one a little bit. Alright, let's see here. Does he come 2 rails around, or does he just go 1 rail? Does he go to the left side of the 9, the right side of the 9? A lot of options here. This is exactly the kind of shot you want on the 8 ball, though. So yeah, he just goes straight up. That's probably the safest play, especially using the extension and having to reach for it. I think that's the safest way to go. This would be the toughest shot he's had on the 9 ball so far, by the way. I do expect him to make it, though. And sure enough, he did make it. BJ takes a 6-1 lead now. It will be Jesus' break because alternating break format. Race to 7, as you can see on the scoreboard. Jesus has definitely kind of dug himself in a hole now. He's going to need, I mean, I hate to say it, but you're going to need a little bit of luck on your side to overcome this kind of deficit against a strong player like BJ, especially alternating break format. If it was winner format, BJ, Jesus wouldn't need any luck at all. I think pure skill could help him win, but alternating break format, you need a little bit of luck. Alright, so Jesus is going to make a ball that time. And going to have a shot on the 1 ball in the side. He didn't really spend as much time racking, nor did he spend as much time before he broke. I like to look at players' rhythms, especially as the match goes on, especially how, the score is, and do players start playing a little faster when they're behind? Do they start playing a little slower? Stuff like that. Of course, he is really taking his time here on the 1 ball, so we're back to him being, not a slow player, but a player that's looking to see what's going on. So he banked the 1 ball, actually. I thought he could play it in the side, but he banked it. Really great bank shot. Kind of got unfortunate there with the cue ball being kind of up over the 6. Probably going to have to play safe. You can see he's shaking his head. I mean, that's kind of a bad roll, but I don't know. I don't think you can be really too upset with it. Oh, well, he just cut it in. Okay, that's a great shot. And then the 3 ball, the 9 did not quite get in the way. And this would be a pretty strong out. This would be the best break and run of the match here so far. Alright, so he's going to play this ball on the side with a little bit of, there you go. Pretty solid shot. Maybe it didn't go in the corner up here. I thought it did. I just think maybe playing it on the side was the right shot. Now, does he draw this ball or does he go forward with this ball? I think that's exactly what he's asking himself right now. Looks like he's going to go forward with it. Yep, forward, 2 rails, played in the side. Got perfect. Got a little close. That's fine. Played that ball on the side. Now just kind of draw this cue ball back or go forward with it. 2 rails. There you go. Cue ball got a little closer to the rail than he was wanting. Pretty much another forward shot with 2 rails, not in the same pocket. Just like that. And Jesus is going to have his first breaking run of the match. Yep, that was his first breaking run of the match. Makes it 6-2. Very nice breaking run. It'll be BJ's break now. Up 6-2. Chance to go ahead and end the match with a break and run, which is always my favorite thing to do. We'll thank our sponsors once more. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. We really appreciate you guys being sponsors for this awesome tournament. And hopefully you sponsor more in the future, as we will be doing more of these as the year goes along. Make sure to follow the Facebook page, the Pool Series, or the YouTube channel, also the Pool Series. We'll have exciting stuff on both. You can watch past videos and watch live. We'll be doing some highlight videos, all sorts of stuff. Just make sure you like and follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. Keep up with us. We'd surely appreciate it. Alright, so BJ taking his time with this rack. Both times he's taken his time with the rack, he broke them very well. The 2 times he did not break them as well. So just kind of throwing that out there, you know. Like I said, it's good to pay attention to the details. Don't just watch how they do it, but watch like what they do to get to that point. And also, he probably knows that, hey, this is his best chance to end it. Like, you don't want to lose this rack, probably. Make it, and Jesus make it 6-3, and then, say Jesus break and runs the next rack, and then all of a sudden it's 6-4. Then there's a ton of pressure all of a sudden on BJ to end it at that point. So, really, honestly, this is probably BJ's best chance to end it is right now. I think when you're playing a player like Jesus, you don't really want to get a big lead and all of a sudden it comes back to being close. BJ's going to break from the opposite side this time. He does read the rack very well. He knows what's going on with the balls when they're racked. He tried to teach me one time. I didn't really understand. Alright, so he does, he does make 2 balls there. The wing ball and the 1 ball, I do believe. And he has a really good shot on the 2 ball. The cue ball is kind of on the rail, which is going to kind of bother him a little bit maybe. But still, that was a very solid break, and that's probably the exact break you want. He's looking at the exact angle that he wants on this 3 ball here. I mean, if he can get correct on this 3 ball here, you almost got to think he's out. Of course, I think it is very hard to get a correct shot on the 3 ball from here. I mean, you're going to have... If you roll forward with it, I don't think you can get enough to really... You're going to have that angle on the 3 that he's looking at, which then makes that a tough shot. But he has been aggressive, and he has not really made any mistakes. Okay, so he actually got a little more of it than I thought he would. 9 ball almost got him. That was a great shot. I think this is the best angle that he could have hoped for from where he was at. Now it becomes, what exactly do you get on the 4 ball here? Alright, so let's kind of see what happens here. This is the key shot here. This is the key shot of the match. I mean, so far. Okay, he made it. 4-ball straight on the side. That's a pretty solid shot there. Gonna have to go around the table a little bit for the 5, unless he just kind of slow rolls this maybe and has a sharp cut on the 5. All right. He's gonna leave himself a sharp cut on the 5. Should be able to play the 6 in the same pocket. Oh, okay. All right. So BJ hung the 5-ball. You can see him pat himself on the chest there. Okay, that's his first mistake of the match. First miss of the match. Wow. Hung the 5-ball, got straight in on the 6. It was definitely game over from there. Now all of a sudden, Jesus has life. A little bit of life. We'll kind of see what happens here. 5-ball hanging in the pocket with the other 6, 8, and 9 where they are. You kind of got to like his chances of getting out here. Maybe play the 6 in the side, maybe is what he's looking at, maybe. Just kind of drawing this ball out of the pocket a little bit. Not trying to do anything crazy. Yeah, just like that. Not trying to do anything crazy. Such a smart shot, especially at this point in the match. That is a very smart shot. Now just kind of roll this one forward. Let's see if he goes. Yeah, see, he went hard to play it back to the center of the table. All right, so it looks like Jesus is going to make it 6-3 after BJ's first mistake of the match, his first missed ball as he hung the 5-ball. 6-3 now, Jesus' break. And as I was saying, if Jesus can break and run this rack, all of a sudden he has the momentum, and then all of a sudden the pressure is on BJ. All of a sudden the pressure switches. If Jesus can break and run this match, or really just if Jesus can win this match in general, or win this game in general, but a break and run I think is very key. I think winning the rack helps, and extends the match, but I don't think it really puts fear into BJ. I think if you were to break and run, I think it puts a little bit of doubt into BJ's mind, maybe, or just in your opponent's mind. All right, so he makes the 1, makes the 6. I'm not sure if he has a shot on the 2-ball or not. He kind of let the cue ball get away from him a little bit. We haven't really seen any player play safe, really. I mean, we've only had one rack that involved a safety or two. This has been a very offensive match. Of course, no balls have really been tied up. We might be seeing a safety here, though. All right, let's see what he decides to do here. Yeah, he was playing safe there. Let's see if he got the cue ball down at the end of the table. Nah, he ended up leaving BJ a little something there. Definitely, I think Jesus was wanting the cue ball behind the 7 was what he was wanting. Instead, it kind of came around. BJ should just be able to lock him up to the back of the 3-ball here. Yeah, just like that. Great shot, BJ. BJ is very good at those kind of safeties. He's very good at kind of locking the cue ball up. I don't think he quite got it locked up as much as he was wanting, though, because it looks like Jesus can kick it off of that rail. Oh, solid kick shot. I'm going to leave BJ a shot, though, if BJ chooses to go for it. Or, he can play safe again. Jesus didn't really look at that kick shot as much as I thought he would. Kind of went back to playing a little quick there. Like BJ's kept kind of the same pattern the whole match. Jesus kind of switches it up. If you've noticed, he plays a little quick at times, plays a little methodical at other times. BJ's pretty much played methodical almost the whole way. Right now, if you're BJ, I feel like you have to go for this ball. I think the way you're playing, you've only missed 1 ball this whole match. And just with the score of the match, maybe you just kind of want to go for this and just kind of just try to attempt to go ahead and end this again. But maybe a little bit of it is the fact that he just missed basically to win the match. So he might have a little bit of doubt in his mind right now. Maybe that's kind of why he's kind of thinking about this ball so long. Because like I said, I would have thought from here he would have already have shot it. Nah, he tries to play safe. Didn't quite get it. Didn't quite get it. And possibly left Jesus the 2-9 combo. If Jesus wants, I don't know exactly what he's waiting on. Maybe he's waiting on the player next to him over there? No, I guess not. He's definitely looking at this one. All right, solid shot right there by Jesus. I thought maybe he would go for the 2-9, but instead he squeezed that 2 ball by there and probably should be out from here. I mean, they're kind of spread out pretty well. Kind of draw this ball back a little bit for the 5. There you go. Now he's playing with a little bit of rhythm again. Oh, see, he drew that ball back. He kind of got it a little straight in. Kind of draw this one back as well. Just like that. Leave a little bit of an angle so you can just kind of stun this cue ball off the rail. Just a tad. You don't need it. You don't need much, just so you're not shooting from the rail. There you go. Straight in on the 9. Wait for Mike Davis over here on the left, who we know is on the loser side because we watched him on the stream earlier against Hunter White. Hunter beat him. All right, solid out by Jesus. Makes it 6-4. It'll be BJ's break. And like I said, I think all the pressure now is on BJ. I feel like going from 6-1 to 6-4, I really feel like that puts all the pressure on BJ now. So we'll kind of see what happens. I think all of a sudden now, if you're BJ, you know, hey, I'll probably have to get out this rack to win. And let's thank our sponsors once more. Why not? Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Yeah, BJ probably needs to win this game because if not, say Jesus wins 6-5, and the way Jesus is playing right now, these last couple racks, all of a sudden it'll be, could be 6-6. And honestly, if this goes hill, even though it would be BJ's break, I'm not sure if I'm taking BJ to win. Just because he goes from 6-1 to hill, you got to feel like all the momentum is with Jesus and all the pressure's on BJ. So we'll see what happens. BJ breaking from the right again. Broke from the right last time. Had what we thought was going to be a break and run. Didn't quite work out. All right, makes the 1 in the side. That's going to be the only ball. I can't tell if he can see the 2 or not. The balls are spread pretty good. Just not sure what he has on the 2 ball. Let's kind of see what happens here. This time he can definitely push. If he can't see the ball, he can definitely push this time. Last time when he was hooked on the 1 ball after the break, he chose to try to jump it just because I don't think there was anywhere to push to. This time there's definitely places I think that you can push the cue ball to. Of course, I think if anything here, yeah, see, he's thinking about pushing it to a jump shot. I felt like he would just kick at this ball and try to get safe. Just kick underneath it, try to roll the cue ball up behind the 9. I felt like that's what he would try to do, but I guess maybe he's looking at just pushing here. He's definitely looking at it. I mean, this is a key shot here. He's going to push. All right, let's see what happens. Looks like he's going to push it to where the cue ball can go between the 3 and the 5. Going to try to get it on the rail. Not a bad push. Jesus is going to attempt to play safe. I just felt like BJ would want to try to kick safe, but just as good as BJ kicks, I just felt like that was the shot that he would go for. So let's see what kind of safety Jesus can get here. All right, so he does thin it. Not going to really get safe. Definitely left BJ a shot. As it looks like BJ is going to go take a break. Definitely, Jesus was wanting that cue ball behind the 7. Definitely didn't quite get it as it rolled a little too far. Going to be interesting to see what BJ does here. The balls are spread out pretty well, so he very easily could get out from here. See how long of a break he takes. This has definitely turned out to be a pretty decent match, though. Even if he does get out from here, this was a very exciting match between, two of the top 5 players here. However you want to rank the players that are in this tournament. I feel like you definitely, maybe even you put these two at the very top of that list. Although Justin Martin might have something to say about that. Maybe even Mike Davis might have something to say about that. Maybe even Adam Penley and Josh Newman might have something to say about that. Maybe even Hunter White would have something to say about it. Who knows? But either way, these are two of the top 5 players here in this tournament, and this has definitely been an exciting third round matchup on the winner's side. Luckily, being double elimination, whichever player does end up losing this match is not out. They'll just go to the loser side where they had to play races to 5 to try to get back to the finals. And here comes BJ. Let's kind of see what happens here. He does have a shot on this 2 ball. And everything's spread pretty well. So really, if he can make the 2 and get a good shot on the 3, my guess is that he's out. But we'll kind of see what happens. Because you never know. Is he, just making this ball, yeah, it could be easy just to make the ball. But to get shape, it can be a little tricky on these kind of shots. Because, you kind of got to you want to avoid hitting any other ball. All right, so let's see what happens here. Oh, BJ kind of missed that. You kind of saw him move a little bit there, like move his shoulder and whatnot. So that was, I don't know. That was kind of a tricky shot there. He definitely avoided hitting any other ball, but you could see he didn't really hit the ball as good as he can, as good as he normally does. He kind of moved his shoulder. Now it looks like Jesus is taking a break. So both players are taking a break. They both know this is a key rack. I almost feel like the winner of this rack is going to win the match. Well, obviously, if BJ wins this rack, he wins the match. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. I think if Jesus wins this rack, I think he might come back and win this match, which would be crazy because maybe 20 minutes ago, BJ was up 6-1, shooting at a 5 ball, and what probably everybody in the building thought he was out. Hung the 5 ball, and now Jesus has won the last 3, and you got to think he probably might be out from here. The 2 balls hanging in the pocket. 2 balls hanging in the pocket. Should be able to get shape on the 3 from there. This match definitely took a turn. BJ started off hot. We thought it could have been a 7-1 victory, and took like 30 minutes. It was going to be quick. But hey, on the streaming table, we got to have good matches. So far we've picked some winners today. First match, I saw Clint Clark beat Brian Francis Hill. Then we saw Hunter White beat Mike Davis in a great match. And then we saw Josh Newman beat Marcus Penley, and Josh played almost a perfect match. And now here we are in the third round, because we had two second round matchups here on the stream table. Here we are in the third round of the winner's side. And like I said, we'll be streaming all day. We'll have a match on pretty much throughout the whole day. So definitely don't go anywhere, people. Finish watching. All right, so Jesus is back. Let's see what he can do. Looks like he's wiping off his cue. Probably got a little bit of dirt on it. Wants everything to be perfect here. He knows he needs to get out this rack. All right, so let's kind of see what happens. He's still taking his time. Like you said, he's kind of gone back and forth between playing fast and kind of taking his time. So you never really know what to expect. You don't really know what to expect with him, I've kind of noticed. Which is probably honestly how you should play. You know, you probably should play fast and slow at times. It should depend on what's going on. So he makes the 2 ball, brings the cue ball up to the center of the table for the 3. All right, draws the cue ball back. Almost didn't come far enough there. Oh no, it was perfect. I was thinking maybe the 5 was going to get him for a second, but he did come back far enough. Might not have came back far enough that time though. He's came up a little short on a couple of draw shots today, or at least in this match. I don't know how he fared in his other matches up to this point. He might play this one in the corner, honestly, from where he's at. Yeah, see, maybe, I don't know. Let's see what he does. Definitely not the angle he was wanting. He was definitely wanting that cue ball. He was definitely wanting the 5 ball in the side pocket for sure. So he probably came up, at least a foot short there. I think he is looking to play this down there in that corner. Nope, never mind. He did he did play it in the side. Had a bunch of spin on it to spin the cue ball over. Avoided the 9, got perfect on the 6. That's a very, very nice shot there, Mr. Atencio. I should just be able to probably go forward with this ball, I would presume. No, he draws it over. Okay. See, I'll probably go forward with that, but he draws it over. Has a pretty simple shot on the 7 here. Almost straight in on the 8. It looks like it's probably about to be 6-5 and Jesus' break. Looks like that's what is about to happen. And he's going to take kind of a long shot here on the 9 ball. Didn't want to try anything crazy to get the cue ball closer. I mean, he's almost straight in, so he should make it. Perfect shot. All right, now all of a sudden it's 6-5. Jesus' break. Let's see what happens. All this momentum is on Jesus' side now. It's crazy how matches can change so quick. And, 2 great players like this, you've kind of seen 2 different matches. I mean, BJ was up 6-1, and now Jesus has won the last 4. It's crazy how matches like that can happen between such 2 great players, I mean, it really just goes to show you that maybe you should never count anybody out in any match, no matter who's playing, no matter who's up, no matter who's down, no matter who's playing. Things can always turn around in an instant. All right, so Jesus taking his time this time with the break. All right, let's see what he can do here. All right, makes the 1 ball in the side. 9 ball goes. 9 ball does not count on the break here, though, so he's going to have to spot that ball. Not sure he really has a shot on the 2 ball. Here we go. He spots the 9. All right, so let's see what he tries to do here. Play safe. Maybe play the carom on the 8 ball, maybe. He's definitely looking at it. He's definitely going to take his time. I mean, all of a sudden, he's right back in this match. He has a chance to win this match all of a sudden. I think he's going to play the carom. I think he tries to play the carom onto the 8 ball. Maybe he's going to try to play the combo. I mean, the combo, you're basically back cutting the 2 ball. And then I think you have to hit it firm. And then I think you have to kind of hope that you get a shot. I don't think you can guarantee yourself a shot if you play this combo. Like, I don't think you can guarantee that you have a shot, on the 2 ball afterwards. Well, what the hell do I know? Because he hit that ball pretty good. Yeah, he's not going to have a shot, though. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he does have a shot. You can tell he kind of said, sorry. I don't know why you really apologize for that. Like, I mean, I don't really consider that, like, a shot worth apologizing for. He's definitely looking at it here. Maybe he can't make it. I think he can make it. I don't know if he can make it or not. I feel like if he can make it, he wouldn't be over there looking at it. Yeah, he's definitely going to play safe here. I don't know. Maybe he's not. No, he didn't play safe. And he got the cue ball past the 4 without hitting it. Man, what a good shot. I've said good shot a lot in this match. These guys definitely impress me. And you can still see a lot of people back there watching. There's also a lot of people over here on the camera side, too. I mean, this is the match I think everybody wanted to see. I think this is the match that a lot of people thought would be the finals. So for them to be playing in the 3rd round, kind of a bad draw for both of them. All right, so Jesus makes it. Did he get there? No, the cue ball is not going to quite go far enough. I don't know. I felt like he could have hit that a lot harder. Of course, it was going straight for the corner pocket, so he's going to wipe off his cue again. I'm guessing you play safe here, but he banks the ball pretty well, and this definitely, it definitely doesn't look like, it could be the hardest bank shot in the world. Of course, he does got to use the bridge too. So I do predict a safety. Probably just thin the 4 ball. Yeah, just thin the 4 ball, just like that. Pretty solid shot there. Solid safety play. We haven't seen too many safeties in this match. Neither guy's really had to. Like I said, this has definitely been an exciting match. It's definitely been a match that you might rewatch later on our YouTube page, the pool series. You like that? You like that little like how I threw that in there? That was pretty good. All right, so let's see if BJ can kick this ball. He's probably definitely going to look to kick safe here. Maybe 2 rails, maybe hit that rail, that bottom rail before you hit the 4 ball. And then try to leave the cue ball where it is and basically just try to replace the cue ball and the 4 ball is kind of what I'm going to guess that he tries to do. And maybe might even get lucky and make the 4 in the side. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what he does. No, he hit it. Oh, man, he almost made it on the other side. He hit the 4 ball just with 1 rail. He didn't go 2 rails. Hit it hard, too, though. That would have been crazy if he would have made that. Of course, he didn't have a shot on the 5, really. All right, so Jesus back to the table here. He can make the 4 ball. I mean, it's a tough shot, but he can make the 4 ball. And doesn't really have to do too much to get shape on the 5, really. Should just be natural reaction, just the speed. Yeah, just like that. Don't get hooked by the 7. Yeah, perfect shot. Now just kind of Nah, I mean, he's definitely got a. Is he straight in? He doesn't like this shot. I guess maybe he's straight in. I mean, that's just the one place you don't really want to be is straight in or behind the 7. I mean, other than that, anywhere else he was pretty good. So I guess if he's straight in, do you just slow roll it? Nah, see, if you can get all the way up there, then that's fine. To me, that's not bad shape at all if you can get right there where he was just pointing. And yeah, he even got better than that. He even got the cue ball to the other side of the 9. That was a very nice shot. I guess he was just upset that he couldn't really get like super close to the 6. Very solid shot there. Should just be able to bring this ball. I mean, really, if you just get it back to where it is, or anywhere on that side of the 7. See, he plays that 2 rails. It's a pretty solid shot. Gonna come up a little short again though, or maybe a little far. Maybe he was wanting that one. He might have been wanting that one in the corner. See, I would have played for a shape for the side pocket. But once again, he comes up a little short. He's came up a little short a few times in this match. I don't know if he had that problem in his other matches. Be interesting to ask. I mean, I feel like the tables here don't play slow. I think they play pretty fast. So definitely, definitely can't say that the table is playing slow. All right, great shot right there. Brings the cue ball 3 rails. Going to end up straight in pretty much. Or, exactly. And I think, sure enough, we got a hill match here, ladies and gentlemen. 6-6, BJ's break. Wow. All right, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors one more time before this match is over. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, RJ Ward, Crawl Professionals. So our second hill match of the day that we've seen so far here on the stream table. We saw one earlier with Brian Francis and Clint Clark. They kind of shook hands or fist bumped or something before the last rack. Let's see if BJ and Jesus do that. And remember, BJ was up 6-1 in this match. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying BJ's playing bad. I'm not saying anything bad about either player. I'm just saying it's crazy that we're at this point considering where we were 30 minutes ago. BJ's definitely taking his time with this rack. Let's see if he goes back to the right side again. He's gone to the right side the last 2 times. Let's kind of see what he does this time. He's definitely had a pretty solid break every single rack so far. All right, here we go. There we go. Yeah, we got a little fist bump there. Good sportsmanship, guys. Good sportsmanship. Always enjoy seeing that. He's going to go back to breaking from the left side. Let's kind of see what happens here. Let's see if he makes a ball. All right, so he makes the 1 ball. Going to have a shot on the 2 ball. 3 ball is a little tricky maybe. But that's, I mean, can you really ask for a better break than that hill? I mean, the 3 goes past the 9 and the 8. I mean, I know BJ might have lost the last 5 racks, but you kind of got to like his chances of getting out here. Of course, all the pressure's on him. I mean, all he's thinking right now is, man, this match should have already been over. So all the pressure's on him, so this is tough. I mean, that makes it even tougher. It's not like he came from behind, or it's been back and forth the whole way. I mean, he had a big lead. All right, so he does make it. Pretty much got right where he wanted. Yeah, he could be out from here. Let's kind of see. Kind of just draw the cue ball, kind of stun the cue ball over, play the 4 in the same pocket. Exactly. Even played it hard enough to go off the rail. Now I'm guessing that he probably goes forward with this ball if he can. Maybe 2 rails to get straight in on the 5 up here in the left corner. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because then you can just kind of stop shot it and play the 6 in the side, and that's exactly what he's looking at. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Great shot. Gonna get a little angle on it, so you can just kind of roll forward a little bit, get even better angle for the side pocket shot here coming up. Okay, so he drew the cue ball. I guess he just wanted to power it in just to make sure that it went. I mean, breaking and running on the hill. Breaking and running hill. Exciting times. Yeah, he just kind of stunned that out to center table. Let's see how he plays shape with this, because he's going to have to play the 8 ball where he's at in that corner. So let's see how he kind of plays shape on this ball here. I say you go 3 rails, but, you know, I've been wrong about a lot of things today when it comes to position play, so who knows exactly. He does go 3 rails. Kind of end up almost straight in, I guess. Maybe, yeah. All right. Oh, wow. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Okay, that's a shocker. I don't know. He didn't really take his time. I don't know. I have no words. I have no words. Jesus even had his glove off. Jesus thought it was over. Wow. Okay. Definitely a shocking moment right there. I'm gonna call that our first big shocking moment of the pool series. Um, the pool series history. That's the first shocking moment. Mark that down right there. That was crazy. Jesus wiping his cue off, definitely taking his time here. He thought it was over. You can tell he thought it was over. Like to get like to get his thoughts on that. Not the easiest shot here though. Definitely considering the moment. So let's kind of see what happens here. I mean, can't just make it, cut it in, bring the cue ball up and down. That's exactly what he did. And he brings the cue ball over to the other side. Very solid shot. I guess BJ conceded it. Great match, guys. Jesus wins 7-6, advances to the final 8 of the winner side. BJ will continue on to the loser side. Good luck to both guys. That was a very exciting match. I guess Jesus is looking at maybe a table roll or something. But great match, guys. Very exciting to watch. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Stay tuned for more matches coming up. Yeah, make sure to go watch that one again on the Pool Series YouTube page. Thanks to Smokin Cue for hosting this awesome tournament, and thanks to our sponsors, Paul Harris and Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.